everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to be talking about the Paula's Choice, the Nude Mattes eyeshadow palette. And if you follow me on Instagram or Twitter, you probably have seen me post some pictures of some looks I've done about this. I hauled it a few weeks ago, just kind of showcasing some of the products I had picked up from Paula's Choice, and this was one of them. And you all have been very interested in getting a first impressions video from me, and that's what we're going to do today. When I saw this palette became available, I thought, you know, I'm not really a matte lover, but so many people are, and I really wanted to test it out for myself because, frankly, regardless of whether you love mattes or not, it's something you should probably have in your makeup collection anyway, because not all shadows or all palettes come with matte colors that you can use in your crease or as a highlighter under your brow bone, so I really think it's almost a basic necessity. Now this palette is $40, but you do get 12 eyeshadows in here. There are 11 mattes and there's one little shimmery shade, and that's right here. And I have to say, I am so glad that they included a little shimmer shade because, frankly, I need a little brightness. You need a little something that you can brighten up and put under your brow bone, or something you can put in the inner corner of your eye just to kind of open it up a little bit. And a matte shadow doesn't always do that for you, so I'm thrilled about that. So I went ahead and did some swatching of this palette for you so you can see the colors on the back of my hand. I did not swatch these couple of first lightest shades, because frankly they don't even really show up on my hand, on the back of my hand. They match my skin tone so well. So what you're going to see is starting with this color down into the darker range of this palette. And this palette has just great assortment of colors, from warm tones to cool tones, nice assortment of lighter shades, a nice assortment of mid-tone shades that are great for crease work and blending and transitioning. And the last two shades, which are the two darkest ones, are great for lining. And you can use these shadows wet or dry, and I've used them wet and dry, and they perform beautifully. They blend great. They wear like a dream. I mean, I get home from work, and I'm pretty much a 12-hour day by the time I leave the house and I return home. So, and I'll go, oh, let me see how my shadow's doing. And it's virtually like I just applied it. So, that is using a little bit of primer, but that's standard SOP for me. Also, a great choices for filling in your brows. Listen, if you can't find a brow color in here, there's something wrong with you. I don't know what color brows you have, but I did fill in my brows today using this shade here, and then topped it off with a little bit of clear brow gel. So the palette does come with a little brush, and it's a great brush for laying down color on your lid. I love it for like going under my lower lash line because it's so skinny and it's a little firm that it goes great under the lash line, and even for kind of smudging along the upper lash line. It's not a great blending brush. You are definitely going to need something a little fluffier to do your crease work and all over blending. So I did post a few other looks while I was playing around with it on Instagram, and I will include some of those photographs at the end of this video. I did a full-on smoky eye look that I really wanted to test the limit of this palette a little bit, and it really did an awesome job doing a full-on smoky look. I did kind of a gray and black smoky eye look for that, and I did some other, one other more of a neutral using the brown tones look one day also. There are great shadows in here if you just want to do like a one and done. Some days we don't have time to do much more than that, but seriously, almost any of the shadows along in this range here would be great for a one and done look depending on what you want. And I just have to say, here's something, this was a real eye-opener for me. When I opened this palette, I looked at this color here and I was like, oh, that's really warm, almost kind of rusty looking. I'm not gonna like that. But with playing with it, I use this in my crease, and I love, this is one of my favorite colors. Especially if you have green or blue eyes, it's gonna really make your eyes pop. So sometimes that's the beauty of a palette. You get colors in there that maybe you would definitely pass over because you're like, I don't like that color. It doesn't look good on me. But when you open up a palette and you have it right in front of you, you're like, maybe I ought to try it out. So don't be too dismissive of colors and think, oh, that's not going to work for me. Sometimes you have to just throw it on up there and see what looks good. You might be surprised. So I asked you all what kind of a look you wanted to see with this video, and you all said, you know, a simple kind of daytime or soft daytime look. So that's what I put together. Just turned the camera on while I was getting ready and created this look here for you. So I hope you enjoy that. So I'm going to start off the look by dipping my brush in the shimmery shade called Pink Sugar. And I wanted to show you how nicely the brush picks up these shadows. They're not powdery at all. They really cling nicely to the brush. It's such a beautiful, elegant formula. So I'm going to apply this to the inner corner of my lid to make that a little bit bright there. You could put this around your tear duct area if you like that. Personally, for me, I like just putting it on my little lid there. Next, I'm going to pick up the cream color and apply that to the center part of my lid. The next color I'm picking up is called Cafe au Lait, and I'm using a big fluffy brush, and I'm just kind of roughing in where my crease is. I'm not being too precise here. It's more about just laying almost like a base color down for later on, for blending purposes and for a transition. Now I'm taking a flat shader brush and dipping it into the color Plum Taupe, and I'm going to apply that to the outer corner of my lid. And again, I'm not being too precise here. It's more about laying the color down because I am going to be blending that a little bit later on. So it's just nice. You can keep going back over the area until you have it the intensity you want. So here I am blending that color around and up, kind of dragging it up into the lid area a little, the crease area a little bit, to kind of add a little bit more definition on the outer corner of the eye. And I know that during, when I was finishing up this look off camera, I did dip my brush back into this Plum Taupe a little bit more to intensify the look and get as dark as you see it here. The next color I'm going into is back into the Pink Sugar to put a little highlight under my brows. I liked using the shimmery color for that because it just gives it a little bit of a lift. And I also filled in my brows using the color Cafe au Lait. You can see here that I had filled in one brow, and I liked this shot because it showed the difference filling your brows in can make and what a great match this color was for me. Now I'm using the brush that comes with the palette, and I'm dipping it back into the Plum Taupe and just running that color along the bottom of my lash line. I really love this brush just exactly for this purpose. It's fabulous. It does such a great job. I also, that's water in that little spritz bottle, and I just spritzed my brush and went into the coffee color and just quickly lined the outer corner of my eye. I didn't want to go in where I have that brightness in at all. So I also tried a few other products today in this video. I used the Paula's Choice SunKissed Custom Color Bronzer on my cheeks. If you are a fair to medium skin gal, you probably really will like this. These are totally matte. I actually really like this as a full-on blush color. It's almost like a soft peachy nude color, but it really makes for a great blush color also, and just super matte shades for giving you a little contour. So this I've been very happy with. I also tried this Paula's Choice Powder Compact. It's the Resist line. The color I have here is light medium. It's the Resist Instant Smoothing Satin Finish Powder. And I really like this powder. It comes with an awesome brush, so thank you for not doing a little throwaway brush, Paula. It really does a nice job, especially when you compare it to something that like Physicians Formula includes in theirs. It's much softer, much more luxurious. This is so useless. Yeah, it's just useless. This, for touching up on the go, I think would be great. I did like it a little bit better using a big fluffy brush while I was doing my makeup application, but for keeping in your handbag, this is an awesome brush. So thank you, Paula, for including a decent brush with your compact. So before I let you go today, I just wanted to mention that Paula's Choice is offering a referral program where you can refer new customers to her site and they get $10 off their first purchase. So if you're thinking about this palette and you're going, oh, $40 is really way too much, you might want to click on that link down below and get a $10 discount off of it. I do get, for full disclosure, I do get a benefit from that where I would get a $10 credit onto my account towards a future purchase. It doesn't make any difference to me whether you use it or not, because I will still be ordering from Paula's Choice regardless. But seriously, I thought $10 off, it was worth mentioning to you all. So to wrap up this video, I'm just going to say, if you are a matte lover, you'd be crazy not to get this palette. It is really one of the best matte palettes I've ever used. It's not flaky or powdery. They go on like a dream. They have a lot of pigmentation. They blend beautifully. They wear well. It's got a great assortment of shades. You can use them wet or dry. You can use them to line your eyes, wet or dry. You can use them to fill in your brows. I mean, it's really, I have to say, she knocked it out of the park with this one. So thank you so much for joining me today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you are new to my channel, I would love it if you would subscribe so you can see future videos, and please check me out on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, because I post a lot of fun stuff on there, and I will see you real soon. Bye-bye.